Hi there, welcome to the Tent News, where the truth comes to light and the stories everyone is talking about are brought straight to you. From shocking confessions and viral social media moments to real life mysteries and trending drama, this is the place where we uncover it all. Now, please watch this video first, and I will be back with the rest of my commentary.
And Martin Marshall has donated to quite a few political parties, but he's donated at least 40 million to Action SA, a party that doesn't even have, a seat in parliament. A very small party, but that is incredibly vocal and incredibly active online and in the media space, and has become like this larger than life voice. And Martin Marshall is an Israeli billionaire and a dyed in the wool Zionist. He has aspirations to turn South Africa into whatever his vision is, which is a country that would be run by a coalition of Inkatha, Action SA, the DA, and the SA DP. So, the SACP. So he's written about this. He's quite open about this, and it's quite interesting that conveniently the conversation has shifted away from the ultra wealthy who are making these kind of political donations. And I would suggest that the other entity that we should look at is the billionaire Zulu royal family and entities like that, who also seek to benefit from these kind of not just xenophobic but tribalistic divisions, because the Zulu royal family derives its power not from the state, not from votes, but from ethnicity. And we've seen that after the March and March sort of terror campaigns that have gone around in KZN, now you have Pakulim Tekati and Nkunu going around and extorting protection money out of shopkeepers and so on, exerting their power over communities. And at the same time, they're being gifted 700,000 Rand vehicles from attaches of the Zulu royal family. So we're seeing a convergence of all these right-wing influencers and the ultra-wealthy. And, the victim at the end of the day is not just migrants, it's also poor working class South Africans who have to bear the brunt of this system at the end of the day.
Iy'ngane zakwethu njani ngiyathemba niyaphila bafethu. Bafethu ake ngithathe nje leli thuba bafethu ngibonge abaholi noma ngibonge bonke abantu aba-behind imashi and mash bafethu. Uzale ithuba ngibonge bonke abantu aba-behind imash and mash, because bafethu imash and mash isitshengisile bafethu ukuthi kahle kahle abantu laba basuke bengeno door to door, abantu laba ngane zakwethu abasuke bethi bazoshintsha iy'mpilo zama-South Africans, bazokhanda amathuba emisebenzi bafethu, bazoqeda ngobugebengu njalo njalo. Labo bantu abanendaba nathi bafethu, abanendaba nje nathi iy'ngane zakwethu, especially thina esiphuma from disadvantaged background, abanendaba nabantu bafethu abasaphila ngokudayisa emgwaqeni, abanendaba bafethu ngabantu abasahlala emaphandleni, abasashira amanzi nemfuyo bafethu. Kuyasikhombisa abanendaba bafethu nabantu abafana njengathi, abantu abagraduate-ile but they don't have proper jobs njalo njalo bafethu. Imash and mash isivezele kahle kahle bafethu ukuthi ipolitiki, it is the quickest way that you can get rich bafethu, you as well as your close friends bafethu. Lokho bafethu singakufakazela ngey'nto ey'ningi bafethu. Ipolitiki isikhombisile bafethu ukuthi kahle kahle bona the system that the country is currently sitting at, whereby the poor get more poor and the rich get more richer, isitshengisile ukuthi i-system leyo abafuna ukuphila ngayo, noma i-system leyo abazoqhubeka besiphilise ngayo for the next infinity years bafethu. So bafethu imash and mash isitshengise konke, ngasho nje kahle kahle bafethu ukuthi ivule izinqa zahlala obala kosopolitiki abaningi bafethu. Bawake wayitshela ukuthi i-son of the soul, Mr. Julius Malema, can say live on TV ukuthi putting South African first is nonsense. Who told himself ukuthi nje ngelinye ilanga people esasibathemba noma the political party esasithemba sithi yakwazi ukuhlenga kahle kahle iSouth Africa from apartheid, ingakwazi ukuthi ithumele mostly abantu abazohamba beyogada izitolo zo-my friend noma abantu abazohamba beyovikela ama-foreigners alegal kwi-country. If umphakathi usuthi enough is enough, hambani bafethu, wakwayitshena lokho ukuthi kahle kahle bafethu siyofika la bafethu. Kuningi esikubonile bafethu, kuningi esikubonile. Okunye bafethu okusenzakala akusithusi bafethu, siyazi ukuthi the way abantu abaphatha ngakhona ukuthi bafike bethembise noma bebambelele ey'ntweni ey'trendayo, bethembise ukuthi bazoba ama-solutions for lezo zinto, and then if they got ama-blue light, it feels like there is a group of people abacontrolayo ukuthi no, yenzani ukuthi, yenzani ukuthi, yenzani ukuthi, and those group of people abacontrolayo yonke leyo nto, it seems like abantu abarish. Sithi bafethu umuntu wala eSouth Africa oxakekile noma umuntu wala eSouth Africa olwela ikhanda ugcine sebawuyisitha futhi somuntu wala eSouth Africa because ulwela into eyiyona. Because siyazi nje bafethu ever since iqale ukuthi ama-illegal foreigners awayeke ukusebenza ey'ndaweni ey'fana nama-restaurant, amagaraji, njalo njalo ey'ndaweni ey'kanjalo kushi engawona ama-skaskis imisebenzi yakhona, abantu abaningi abamnyama sebeyaqala bayasebenza. Abantu ade bengakwazi ukudla okuserious because akekho umuntu osebenzayo emndenini yabo. So bafethu siyathola ukuthi imashini mashi ilethe okukhulu ushintsho emphakathini, and siyabona ukuthi abantu abarish ibaphatha kabi lento. Abanye bafika kuma-TV bezothi we are brothers with African brothers and sisters. We don't reject that noma as South African asisho ukuthi amanga lawo. We are all brothers as Africans, but the problem is that South Africa is not the umbrella or is not the shelter for all Africans that they are failing on their country, noma for all Africans abanama-leaders lawa luthi iy'mali zabo njalo njalo mese bekwazi ukuthi benze ama-countries abo ebe-broke noma ebe-poor and bephatha abantu ngesandla esinsimbi begcina abantu sebebalekele eSouth Africa. No bafethu, imashini mashi izivezelile bafethu. Umuntu ozohamba eyovota bafethu, I think sezohamba eyovota with reasoning bafethu. Sithi sibonile bonke abantu sesibathemba sithi labantu laba bazoshintsha impilo zama-South Africans. Sibonile ukuthi abanye bayishintsha impilo zama-South Africans, bazoshintsha iy'mpilo zabo nemindeni yabo together with certain foreign people abala kwi-country bafethu. Bafethu kuningi sibonile, kuningi sibonile nanokuthi amaZulu anyanywa kanjani bafethu. Sibonile ukuthi amaZulu anyanywa kanjani by other political parties. Why enyanga is because amaZulu, many of them bayalimele iqiniso limele ithi abakhethile ukuthandwa uba. So bafethu sibonile mashi sibonile, siyabonga. Thank you. Bekani umbono wena bafethu, mina ngibona okukhulu.
Yes, at this point, I am shocked. Like, I am really, really shocked and also surprised at the same time, because what do you mean that these people are being exposed almost every day? And as South Africans, we are still ignorant. We are still ignoring all the signs, everything that is being shown to us. To say, guys, this is not what you think it is. This is how it is. This white lady here, she's exposing everything. I don't even know where she is getting the information. And I don't know, guys, but I saw so many people on social media were saying this lady seems like she knows what she is talking about, because she's very bold. She's very, very bold, saying these things. Or what these March and March, they have been sponsored, funded, yes, to cause this chaos. And it's a very sad thing. It's a very sad thing, because yes, even when this thing started, there were South Africans mentioning this to say, no, we cannot support this because this is not doing any good for South Africans. At this moment, as we speak, it's bad economically. So it is bad. Prices are like going up is crazy. And I feel like this is caused by the chaos that has been happening. Other African countries are also backing down to say, no, but we are not going to associate ourselves with South Africa. We are not going to be able to work with South Africa. We saw Ghana taking their people, and then it followed by, I think, Malawi. People from Malawi, they also followed that route, which is very sad. it is very, very sad. If those people for sure are being funded, which means they don't care. Like, they really do not care. I just hope and wish this is not true. They are not funded. No one is giving them money. They're just doing it genuinely so to fix the country as they claim. That they're just out there to fix the country, to take back their country. I just hope that's the case and nothing more.